I am Shafhaz Haneef. My UOB number is 2022833. I develop an application for ABC Institute that have aimed to collect data from students using questionnaire. This data will help to arrange classes and timetables based on student feedback. So let's get started. I have implemented the system using Java RMI. So we must start the server to run our application. There are two user roles in our welcome GUI, which is admin and student. Each student must register before logging to the system. I validated text field and password fields. It cannot be blank. Both password and confirm password needs to be matched, and also username cannot be duplicated. After click sign up, the value will stored in database. Here you can see database, newly created username and password and email with a name. After sign up, student redirected to login. Now I will log into the system. After login, student will get questionnaire. Here you need to answer every question. If not, application will prompt a message to answer all the questions. I validated every radio button to achieve this. After answering all the questions, you can log out from the system. All the data will be stored in database with username. If the same user logged in again to answer, it will update the answer to that username. Now I log in as an admin. Username of admin is admin. Password is 2022833. When we log in as an admin, here using analyze data, we can analyze each and every questions using quick chart web API. We need internet connection to generate this chart. Now when we go back here, view student data, we press this. When we click this load button, all the data will be fetched from the database using array. Here we fetch all the data from database. Then using the generate PDF, we can generate a PDF of this all data using I used external library called iText PDF to generate the PDF file. When we generate it will save. I choose my desktop. When I save that, it will save. So it will save here. Now we will move to our four main theme of assignment, which is object orientation, event driven, visual identity and interoperability. First, object orientation. Java is an object-oriented programming language. I have created four meaningful packages. Under this GUI, I have created application layer for this application. Under this model, I have created student class. Here, meaning of encapsulation is to secure student data details. I have declared attribute as private and generate get and set methods. Set methods will get values when the students sign up. When the students sign up, here set name and set username and set email and set password. Those values in server implementation sign up, they will be getting the username and name and password email. Here in the superclass I have called JDBC server for SQL connection. Here I add a jar file for SQL connector. Code is thoroughly documented by commenting. Under this server package, I have created interface for RMI inside server interface. It will extend remote. The remote methods implemented inside server implementation. This method will remotely call from button in application layer. For example, here getting the registry and looking up for the remote object, and we calling remote method here. RMI is a Java API that performs remote method invocation, the object-oriented equivalent of remote procedure call with support for direct transfer of serialized Java classes. Here we create a serializable. For event driven, I have used mouse click events. When button click, the action listener listens from the source of J button and event generated. In student GUI, I have created button group for answers. When you click radio button, action event performed and assign a value to variable. For the next theme, virtual identity, I have used username and password. Username will uniquely identify each student. Student cannot register with the same username twice. Results set will check if the username already exists in database. After registered, you will redirected to login GUI. Here, if the username and password match with database server, user will be authenticated and redirected to relevant GUI. Fourth theme is interoperability. We use interoperability for application to communicate with different systems or different languages. By browsing the internet, this application will make software-to-software interaction. In this application, I have used QuickChart Web API, which will generate a chart. As an interoperability, here logic is Java coding, location is web address, which is URL here, and protocol is HTTP. That is the ending of my project. In conclusion, using Java RMI will reduce complexity of a system. Thank you.